Hi, I'm Byron Corbett, and I'm delighted to be able to share with you for a few minutes just some ways God is working that really don't depend on human ability, but His Spirit working things out. Just had the joy of baptizing a gentleman by the name of Chun this past Sabbath. And Chun's story really doesn't have much to do with me, but for 14 years he's been attending the Adventist church. His wife is an Adventist, and she's wanted him to be an Adventist, but he's looked at the people in the church, and he's seen how we say that we follow the Bible and that we're the most Bible obedient church, but yet he sees all these people that are not being obedient, and he struggled with that. And he said, four pastors, I'd come to them and with my questions, and they would tell me to go read the Bible, but he said I'd try to read the Bible and be hard to understand. And then finally his wife said, I think I've found your pastor. And she was referring to me. And when I think about it, I didn't do anything special with Chun. I've not done anything that anybody else would do. But what the lesson I've learned out of this is that there are people in the world looking for Jesus that you are uniquely gifted to reach. That, these other four pastors, great men, but somehow it's just the right personality combination. Doesn't have anything to do with my talent. It was just that Chun and I connected in a way that he needed. And I want you to know that there are people out there like that no pastor will connect with, nobody else, but you are uniquely gifted to connect with. Second story I want to tell is that when God finds the right people in a ministry, it will explode. We've got a prison ministry at our congregation, and it was struggling along. People in it were a little bit discouraged, and there were maybe 10 or 12 inmates that they were corresponding with, sending Bible studies. But then those inmates would move, and things did just not seem to be clicking with prison ministry. Finally, God somehow impressed a lady in our congregation to become involved in it, and she is a great organizer. And through her getting involved in organizing the names and finding out why, when we initially start them, do we not get their materials back, and finding out they get moved in the prison system and we wouldn't know, but putting a system in place to keep track of the names. In the last 6 months, our prison ministry has gone from 10 names to 130 people that we are sending Bible studies with and corresponding with now and sending Bibles to. And so we're just excited to see what God is going to do with that ministry. And my last story is use the Fishnet app, because there are people out there that are divine appointments that God will send you to. I was out a week ago in the evening following up on some fishnet interests, and came to a home where the gentleman whose name was in the app, he didn't even do that contact. Maybe it was a mother or someone who was concerned about her son. He was raised in Adventist, baptized in Adventist, but is away from the Lord, and has an alcohol problem. But his wife came to the door, and she's a Christian of another faith. And we got to talking with her, and she said, this is a divine appointment. My husband needs to come back to the Lord. He's an Adventist, and he just needs that friendship and that extra step. And so now we have an opportunity to connect him with our men's ministry, and hopefully be the avenue of this brother coming back to Jesus.